Namaste and welcome to everyone that's made it over today. It's good to see you all here. We've had a couple of moments of quietude before we began. And I understand you have a couple questions. Good. We'll begin with your questions first.
First question is, could mantras...
We need you to speak up.
Okay, sure.
We don't have a microphone. Okay.
Could mantras I am that I am and Om that I am be repeated in non-English, in mother tongue, in other language?
The question is, if you use I am that I am and Om that I am, if you can say it in your mother tongue, if your first language is not in English, yeah, sure. Why not? It means the same thing, no matter what language you say it in. It's not higher or better if you say it in English. The vibration is not any different if you say it in your mother tongue, so yeah. Use what's comfortable for you. That's fine.
Another question is, what is the difference between keeping awareness, say, at navel center and keeping awareness at throat center instead of heart center? I know in this particular meditation it should be at the heart center. Just to understand the difference.
Because where you begin is the heart, where you end is the heart. Okay? And for this path, it's not about focusing on chakras and this and that other areas and putting more attention there and more energy into that. Our focus here is to keep the attention in the heart center. Because we want to not develop so much of the phenomena. Some of the Zen paths say keep it in the lower Gyen, what a Gyen point or Hara point in the lower belly. But it again, you only, once again, just promote more energies, and that's the focal point of usually where one keeps their identification. And so we don't want to attach to your identification. We want to go beyond that and break through it. So on this path, we ask you to keep your attention in the heart center rather than the Hara point, Gyen point, whichever you want to call it, or the throat, or the higher, you know. If you're focusing on the top chakra, then you just get lightheaded. Okay, so we want to keep you in balance, the middle way, always the middle way here. So this is why that's done and why we're not focusing on chakras and putting energy in other, because actually the chakras and everything, although there are plexus in the body, what we're dealing with is consciousness. And we want you to go move through those layers of consciousness, not try to promote them or put more energy into them. We want to dissipate them and go beyond it. Okay? Because they're going to show up. All those levels and layers of consciousness are going to show up. Okay, you don't need to try to enhance or develop them. You know, this idea that this chakra is blocked and that chakra is blocked and all this other stuff. It's just different layers of awareness, of consciousness. That's all. Okay.
And the last question, what to do with the bubbles or waves of energy in the head or in the body? Just to enjoy it or to ignore it, or?
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, it's kind of like free ride, okay? So we don't gravitate to it, But we don't run away from it. You know, just sit with it. It is what it is. But keep the attention more on the practices than on the feelings that are arising from the practices. Okay? So once again, there's a lot of things that happen. A lot of shifts of consciousness will happen. A lot of insights will happen. But all of those we look at as phenomena as well. So the path is not about developing bigger and better insights or phenomena or feelings. Although these happen, they come along the way. Don't get stuck in any one of those. Like I said, there's signposts along the way. When you're driving down the road, you don't stop at the signposts and sit there and look at it for an hour. You keep going. Okay, there are only indications along the way. So don't stop at every sign along the highway or you'll have a wreck. And you won't get to your destination. So just see them for what they are. They're signposts. Keep driving. Keep going. Okay? You want to stop and start that again?